So our measurement right here is 345 inches and 3/4, and the goal is to get to 346 1/4. So you can see we're about a ½ inch off. So 345 and 3/4. All right, 346 and 11/16, and our goal is 346 1/4. So we're within about a ½ inch there. We got working with one up on the top pulling, one on the bottom pulling. 346 1/4, and we're at 346. So maybe give it one more click, see if we can get to 346 1/8. .346 1/8. Ay. We went too far. Let's loosen out a little bit. And I welded a beam in down the middle. Try and hold it all together and hold square. So I'm gonna undo these straps and hopefully it stays square. 346 1/8, just what I needed to do. 346 and 3/16.
So the trailer is going to be a 28-foot car hauler / equipment trailer. I say it's 28 feet because that's how long the deck's going to be. It's going to be 34 feet overall if you include the tongue, but that's not really how you measure a trailer. So I consider this a 28-foot trailer. It's going to have 22 feet of flat deck, and it's going to have a 6-foot low angle dovetail, giving it 28 feet of usable deck on top of the trailer. It's 8.5 feet wide, and it's going to be a triple axle. Each axle is rated for 7,000 pounds, so with 3 axles, it'll be a 21,000 pound carrying capacity. The leaf springs are rated for 3,500 pounds each, or 7,000 pounds per axle. The main frame is 10 inch by 15 pound I-beam, 10 inches tall, 4 inches wide by 1/4 inch thick. They were bought in 40-foot lengths. The beams were cut down to 22 feet for the main beams, 6-foot beams for the dovetail, and 6-foot beams for the tongue. The cross members are 3-inch channel spaced at 12 inches on center. The extra width portion is all 4-inch channel. The rear of the trailer is made out of a 6-inch piece of channel. The driveover fenders are 8-inch channel. The tongue plate is 3/4 inch thick. Why I decided to build a trailer instead of buy one? Well, if you've seen the quality in trailers almost all manufacturers are allowing to hit the road, then you'll understand. Long story short, I've seen a lot of problems with the new trailers and new equipment in general. So I wanted to make sure my trailer was built right, and if something went wrong, I would rather be mad at myself than a trailer manufacturer who quite frankly probably wouldn't own up to or fix their problems if one arose. I tried to order trailers from big name manufacturers in the past, and they wanted an upfront deposit and take months to get you a trailer. I went through this multiple times with enclosed and flatbed trailers in the past, eventually getting to the point where I requested a refund and to cancel the order. If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself, and that's where I'm at with this trailer. I'm more than excited to build this. I've always wanted to build a trailer, so here's my chance. I'm glad you guys are following along, and I hope you enjoy.
It's looking good. Got the right angles.
Show them the levelness of it.
Right on the money, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
I'm just going to throw a little tack on here, let it remain flexible.
go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
So I was doing a little stuff off the camera, but I got this piece all notched out and ready to go in here. Well, we got me and Alan out here on a beautiful Saturday, putting the extra width drive over portion on. We got it all ground down so it'll fit in there good, and we are going to install it, get it all tacked in.
Oh, like a glove, Alan.
What?
Fits like a glove.
See, everything's level. I'll level that way too. All 90-degree angles in there. It's all tacked up for now. Got the other side to do. Full on camera, so you guys can see how easy this is. Yeah, we got our measurement 10.5. We're gonna take off a 1/16 of an inch just because there's room, so we'll do 10 and whatever that is, 7/16. Come over here. 10 and 7/16. Bam. Come on. Make sure it checks out. Piece cut fits in here. Now, since I marked it on the outside line, we're going to cut the full inside of that line off. Pretty simple. You're going to want to go about 1/4 of an inch, a 1/2 inch in, not too far. Start by making a cut right on the inside edge there of the webbing. It's hard to cut all the way through, and you don't need to. You can just take a hammer, do that, and then clean it up. You have to 90-degree that little corner a little bit so it fits into the webbing of the I-beam. And then, if you did your work right, it should fit in there just like that. Perfect.
Don't wanna
Oh, and I forgot to tell you something.
What's up?
Your 2 big heavy packages didn't come in.
Those are my brake shoes, and those are the lighter packages. Those are just the backing plates, the shoes. Wait till my hubs come in.
Oh my God.
I'll let you carry those in, big guy.
Okay. Yes, sir. Cool it off a little. Cooler off.
Uh-oh, I wonder if I'm out of welding wire.
No! No! You better have another spool.
No! Not of this 4.5, and I'm such an idiot that I don't order stuff. Let's see if I can get this prime overnighted.
Let's see what a moron looks like.
Right here.
No, just kidding, man.
But I'm a pretty cool moron.
But that you should have been on top of, Brandon. I mean...
Dude, I know. Keep on telling me. Because it literally sits there in my Amazon shopping cart and it just reminds me. It's all like previously ordered items. Would you like to order again? I'm like, nah.
Okay.
Alright, I'm working on the slide-in ramps for the back here to house these guys. They can slide in. Basically like this. I'm gonna cut a hole out in the back here. Just put a little flap door like most trailers have. Alright, so I got these I-beams all cut up last night. I'm gonna got this 4-inch flat bar by 1/4 inch that I'm gonna weld up on there and essentially make my own I-beam. So here we go. So I went ahead and welded all this up all the extra width, all of the cross members, and then all the extra width on the other side, and then also the rest of the I-beam under here we got all welded up, little things. So now I'm gonna put these ramps in. I had to weld all this stuff up so that I could get in there and make room for it. Gonna cut a cross member here for the front. I'm gonna use 6-inch channel instead of the 3-inch channel. It's gonna be the final cross member. So the wood's gonna come all the way up to it and rest here. So it'll be 6 inches from about, it's gonna sit about here, go down to here, and it will provide some side-to-side support to tie in the whole front of the trailer and also be the last cross member for the wood. But I didn't want any side-to-side flex, so I'm gonna put a 6-inch piece here, and we're also gonna put a 6-inch piece here that's gonna be used for the jack as well to tie all of the tongue together.
thinks she's cool over here. No, don't. No. Dude, keep working.
I'm working on getting this jack mounted up here. So I want it pretty close to the front of the trailer, but I don't want it too close. You can see on my other trailer there, if you can't see it, it's about 1 foot away from the tongue, which is perfect. That jack handle never touches the truck. I never have an issue with it swinging into things. It gets pretty close to the kickers here, but that it doesn't hit. So that's what I'm basing this off of, trying to get it about 1 foot away. But there's a few issues. The front of this trailer seems to be a little bit wider, especially since you have this wide beam here. It's 2 inches wider for sure, where my other trailer only goes inward here. So if I was to use this as it sits, it would be hitting there, which isn't good. So I think I'm gonna have to cut off that other mounting bracket here, cut it right here, and then weld it onto here so it extends out there. And we'll see if that's enough clearance here, which it may or may not be. And if it's not, we'll just continue to extend it out. It won't really be an issue. And at that point, it'll be there. It'll still be able to sit in and not be an issue. So I'll have to custom make something there, but I do want it to be up front, or up forward as much as possible, especially since I plan on making a toolbox and storage area here to maximize that space. I wish that this was on this side, a side pull, but this is what I got. And we're gonna see how it works pulling forward. I know I'm gonna have a plate here that comes down a little bit, so we'll see. Hopefully that's enough room. So we'll see how that works. But for right now, this measurement's 18 inches. We need to cut a piece of 6-inch channel and get it in there. Since the tongue of the trailer is angled, you're gonna have to make an angle cut on here. So I'm gonna do that first, and then we'll measure our 18 inches. And honestly, I'm just gonna guess on what that angle is, and we'll massage it down how we need to. Got this piece cut out for the front cross member. It's thicker. It's a piece of 6-inch to tie in the front of the trailer and everything. And then I'm going to put this piece of angle iron on top of it so that the wood will be able to slide into there and not bounce around and not want to slide out. It'll have this to hold it in. I also cut out this piece for the tongue for the jack here. However, I'm not going to weld it in place yet because I still got to get in there to weld my front panel plate on, and this is not going to stay there. That's just temporary to hold it all together. So let's get this piece cut to fit in there. I'm going to notch it and everything to make it all clean in there. Sometimes I get a little carried away off camera, but I got this all cut and notched out so it sits in there. As you can see, the board will slide under there, and so that's the goal, for the wood to go in there and have a spot to sit, so where even if the bolts fell, it's still going to be in there. And I'll bolt it every other cross member. But yeah, just a piece of angle iron sitting on top of the channel iron there. So it's not all the way in spot. We'll get it all flush and everything, but yeah, there's that. Ready to be welded in. Now I think I'm gonna work on these ramp flaps. Get something to cover up this back door here. I got some hinges, they're pretty big, so we'll see how they look in here. They should fit right down on the bottom here. Oh wow, perfect. get this tongue plate installed. I put 4 bolts here through the inside. I know I'm not going to be using this top hole, I don't think, and either way I'm going to be able to put the bolts in up there and up there. With these bolts in the back here, the frame's going to be in the way. I wouldn't have been able to put the bolts in from the back there, so I just cut the heads off, welded them in there, and yeah, chances are I'm going to be using the bottom 2 holes and then these 2 bolts and then the bottom 2 holes, and I'll be able to put the bolts in through the bottom there. But in case I have to use those top holes, I got the bolts there in case. If not, I'll cut them off. Sick with it, pedal hitch gang. You guys think I was gonna put anything else on here? No, 215/16 ball hitch. Come on. And look at that. That's gonna be right in the way. Nice, nice. I'm gonna hate that front pull, I guarantee it, but we'll give it a shot. Didn't turn out the best, but turned out pretty good. Like I said, I suck it uphill. I had to change the settings a couple times as I was going up, but I think I'm getting it good. Let's see if I can do another one here. May not be no Instagram worthy welds, but they're probably my best uphill welds, and I know they're not that good, but 3/4 inch plate to 1/4 inch, and yeah, that's it. I may put 2 more passes on them, but these aren't even good enough beads to put an extra pass on. I think it'll be good, especially since I got some better ones up here. I'm gonna get 2 more good ones under there. I got 2 good ones there. I think I'll be able to put a nice one down or up in there as well. I might be able to turn it up a little bit more with the heat now since I got some thin on the inside there. Thought that would be more of a heat mark over here, but guess not. So hopefully it got some good penetration in there. Be happy with my welds, especially those overheads. I'm not professional. You guys are gonna have to tell me. But one thing I can tell you, this is probably gonna hold, and I will be the one to test that. That's for certain. That's for certain. Yeah, pretty happy with those. Pretty happy. The goal is just taking my time. I mean, the slower I go, it looks like I have to point the gun straight on and drag with this one. It's welding its best at the end there when I do that. And yeah, just take your time. That's what I've been being told watching these YouTube videos, you know, so I'm trying. The more I take my time with my welds, the better they get. All right, the next step is to get this piece of channel put in for the jack. tip. It's level. I've got a jack fully welded on.